Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Nikki, known here as the One-Handed Bandit, and today I will be doing a cute summer eye look, and I'm starting out with the Anastasia Beverly Hills eye primer as my base, and I'm just going to blend that out. Now that the base is all blended out, I'll be using this palette, the Slayer palette by Islay Cosmetics. And this is what the inside of the palette looks like. Very cute summery shades. And I'll be using this burgundy shade here. It does look pink because I'm going in with a very light hand. And as you'll see in a moment, I'll begin to build the color up. And that burgundy shade is called I Dare You. So I'm going in with this orange shade, which is called Arm Candy. And I'm just going to add that to the outer portion of I Dare You. Next, I'll be using a yellow, which is called Queen Bee, and just adding a little bit of dimension to my eye, kind of doing maybe a sunset eye. So just building the yellow up, and then I go back and forth with the burgundy and the orange as well. So next I'm going back in with that eyeshadow base, and I am going to carve out my lid and do a cut crease. I kind of like this eyeshadow palette. It is very nice and pigmented. The shadows blend very nicely. Very easy to use palette, which is versatile, that you can use for day or night looks. So dipping back in the palette again, I'm going to use this black shade, which is called LBD. And I'm just going to add that to the outer portion of my lid and blend it in. Now that that's all blended, I'm going to go in with my lid shade, which is Silver Spoon, and that is a silver shade. And just going to add that all over my lid. So I wanted a little bit of pop of highlight, so I'm going to use this shade called Riches, and this shade shocked me. It was a little bit brighter than what I expected. But now that I have my lashes on, these are in the style Cute by Contoured Lashes. I'm going to add my Fenty primer. Now that the primer is blended out, I'm going to go in with this Wet n Wild foundation in the shade Cocoa. I bought this some time ago and never opened it, so I decided to just use it today. And I do like that applicator. And the foundation, it seemed like it was thinning out with the blender, so I went in with a brush to blend it out, and that worked much better. Now that we have the foundation on, next is concealer, and this is the Wet n Wild concealer as well. And I didn't like this concealer. It was pretty much my foundation shade, so I went in with my Milani concealer in Natural Sand and just blended that out with my Beauty Sponge by Sonia Kashuk. And I'm also adding that foundation on my forehead as well. And to set, I am using my Beauty Bakerie Flour setting powder. I'm going to add some dimension to my face. So to contour my nose, I'm going to go in with this lighter shade in the Black Radiance Contour palette. Just to contour out my nose. I don't like my nose to be too dark, so this is a perfect shade for me. And then I'm just going to add a little bit to my cheeks as well. Just a very soft contour. And just going to carve that out with that same powder and just brush it away. And I'm going in with the California Beaming from NYX. Now this is a bronzer, but as you can see, it has like a reddish hue, which it doubles as a blush for me. So I just add that to my cheeks, and I'm going to set the rest of my face with my Sephora Micro Smooth. Dipping back into the Islay palette, I'm going to go in with the Burgundy I Dare You. And now go back in with the orange arm candy. And now I'll be using the shade Riches as an inner corner highlight since it was so bright and vibrant. For my lips, I'm going to line my lips with the NYX liner in the shade Downtown Beauty. And for gloss, I'm using the NYX Cinnamon Roll Lip Gloss. I'm going to set my face with my Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Mist. And for highlight, I'm going back into that contour palette and I'm going to use the highlight shade. This was a very quick, simple look. I hope that you have enjoyed. Be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you can be notified whenever I upload videos. And I will see you in the next video.